Hey everybody, Aaron here. Welcome back to another anime review. Today we look at Kakegurui episode 9. So, who was really surprised about the turn of events that happened in this week's episode? You know, when it comes to music, there are I'll just say it's quite often that idols and, just even musicians in general go through these kind of stages in their life where they get, accused of doing horrible things or accused of being seen in horrible lighting. And it doesn't cause their fans to really, flock away from them. Their fans actually a lot of times will stand behind them and go, oh no, listen, we don't care we heard about this happening. We still believe in you, we still believe in your music, etc. So that's why I really shouldn't have been surprised that our idol girl in this episode, even though she was basically outed by Yumiko, she didn't get hated on. No one went like, oh, we can't stand you now, Yumiko. We heard you talk about how bad you hate us, etc. No, they loved it. They said, hey, listen, you know what? That's great that you're so honest, and it's refreshing, etc. So it worked with her, actually. It made her basically stronger as an idol. And that's kind of what happens in real life, to be honest with you. You ever heard bad publicity is publicity still? It's that very same concept. When stuff like this happens, it happens, and it actually sometimes even makes what seems like a horrible situation somehow work in the long run. It's weird, but it's just how it is because people love it. I don't know how to explain that, but that's just how life is in general. So it really wasn't a surprise when this kind of turn of events happened. It was a surprise Yumiko was going to win. Like I was not surprised by that at all. That really shouldn't be a surprise. But I think that the biggest surprise was the fact of her calling out Glasses. I mean, like, come on. We knew Glasses from the actual student council president, or student council, excuse me. We knew that he had something to do with this. Somehow or some way he was involved. Even though he claims he wasn't, I have a feeling that he either hired someone else or he made it so, hey, someone could work against her. But even ironically more is the fact that she basically put him in a corner by making him out himself as someone trying to vie for the power of the student council presidency. So she played him without him really realizing it, because now he came off as, oh hey, he is trying to take over as the lead role, and that also in turn will work to get her what she wants. She wants the president back in school. That should do a good job of that. So I'm very curious how this could play out. Now, the only thing I didn't get from this episode, and it probably is my own insight or maybe my own kind of flawed understanding of it, was the fact when she actually challenged him to a duel of gambling, obviously, he said no to it. And the thing was that, at least what struck me weird was that she then took her little tablet that she has around her neck, the one that basically puts her as livestock in the school, and she turned that around and said something like, it's like, still challenge her. I didn't fully get that. I don't know if that was more so maybe that she's getting rid of the livestock card, because I mean obviously she has enough money that she's won from her considerable amounts of wins recently that she could have gotten rid of that. We found that out a long time ago, but she chose to keep that because she's been using it to kind of challenge the group in general. So I'm thinking that maybe that has to do with that. Maybe that now her taking that off will make it so if she loses this gamble, she will be thrown out of the school or something like that. I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me that in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. And I do apologize, guys and girls, if I didn't fully understand it for some reason. It happens. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Centaur no Nayami, or Centaur's Life. And by the way, the only reason I'm saying that so much is I'm actually like writing something about it currently. So it's like, oh, I now remember the actual name for the whole show. And also Fate Apocrypha when they release. Well, actually, I think Centaur Life are obviously released, but Fate Apocrypha releases. I will try to get reviews out later today. Expect them tonight, to be honest with you, only because I'm out with my family today. This is like my only time that I've actually been able to sit down and watch anything, so I do apologize for that. But I'll talk to you guys later. God bless you all. If I don't see you in my next review, bye bye everyone.